Welcome in to a very special video today. Instead of talking about Call of Duty, we're going to be talking about the newest kid on the block, Battlefield 6. And instead of tackling it solo like I usually do, I've brought in one of my closest friends and one of the best gamers I know, the old man.
Hello! I prefer operator, but I'm here, I'm ready to record this thing and, let's review this thing.
Yeah, it's great to actually have you here in the studio. I'm glad you could make the trip from Detroit to sit down with me today.
Yeah, it was a long trip. I wasn't a big fan of coming up here, but I mean, it's nice to be in a low-budget studio like this and doing this together. Let's get this done,
Yeah, you said it, and it's a fun day because we get to talk about Battlefield 6.
We're talking about Battlefield 6? I thought we were talking Black Ops 7.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a long day.
Oh, come on, we're talking about Battlefield 6? I hate that game.
We're gonna start this discussion off at the beginning, and with the campaign mode instead of multiplayer, even though everyone plays the game for multiplayer. And I know you sat down and actually played the campaign, isn't that correct?
Yeah, I played the whole thing and I almost beat it all in one sitting. I was just wanted to get it done and off my machine that I played it all, and then there was one mission left and I left it for the day after. But I wrapped it up pretty quick, so yeah, I played it.
You've played the game, so do you want to summarize what happens in the story, or I can take it from here? I kind of want to hear what you retained from the story, because I mean, it was something.
Yeah, it was a pretty interesting story. I've seen it I've never seen anything like this before, actually. There's like a CIA thing going on. They like to do this time thing. So they started off and what was the first mission again? Do you remember?
Yeah, they were attacked at that base. They were.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, they got attacked at the base.
Yeah, the country, not the state.
Well, yeah, so they were attacked, and then somehow you get to some CIA lady's house and you're yelling at her, and then, oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, it's all coming back because I forgot the whole thing. So they do a completely original intro mission where they totally didn't rip off Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 with their intro mission, and you're going through a forest, and then you get up to a higher area, and then there's a big explosion down on a base, and then you go in, you turn your flashlights on, and you start, fighting guys in the dark. I haven't seen that before. And then it ends in a crashed helicopter where you're shooting guys with your last mags, and all your buddies are dying. It's a desperate situation. I'd never seen that before. It was impressive. That's what happens. That's the extent of my memory on this one.
That's the extent of your memory on the whole story?
No, it was subpar.
I wrote a summary up here for you.
Okay.
So maybe this can jog your memory on the story. And
I'm ready.
Tell me if this is what you got out of the story. Alright. So the story takes place in 2027 and follows Dagger 1-3 as they fight the private military company PMC, Pax Armada. Pax Armada was supposed to be doing a peaceful transition in the country of Georgia, but unexplainedly attacks the Marine station there, which results in our hero, Murphy, losing his whole squad. So that's the mission you're talking about.
Papa Murphy, yeah.
Yeah. And then Murphy then joins another lovable misfit squad with Gecko, Carter, and Lopez. They then traverse the globe to fight Pax Armada at every corner of it. Exciting missions follow, like the siege of Gibraltar, the stealth operation in Egypt, and even the defense of New York City. Each mission is a pulse-quickening experience that slowly explains an interweaving story of conspiracy, betrayal, and ultimately heartbreak. Spoiler alert here, it turns out Mills, a CIA operator, has orchestrated the whole Pax Armada war to unify a divided America. She's been working with her Pax Armada operator, Kincaid, to usher in a new wave of American patriotism, as nothing unites Americans like an external threat. There's also some sort of technology shoehorned in that can wipe satellite data almost instantly, which explains how Pax Armada was able to attack New York so easily. In the end, our main man Murphy executes Mills, but we are treated to an ending cliffhanger when Gecko wisely states that we are in just a break. The worst is still yet to come. The story is completely original and explores the notion that the CIA could possibly do terrible things like working against America's interests to somehow advance a specific CIA operator's skewed view of the world. It also puts the private military machine on notice and calls them out for wanting endless wars as they profit massively from them. Oh wait, no, it doesn't do that one. But it is still a marvelous critique of real-world events, like the fecklessness of NATO against external threats. They use Pax Armada instead of real-world countries because we don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But we can't use external threats either because every war story is actually homegrown. It's the CIA again. Again. So that's the summary of the story. Pretty creative stuff there.
Yeah, I mean, I got all of that from the story, except for that weird satellite thing. What the hell was that about?
Yeah, so there's like...
That was a plot point in the...
They call it
a satellite?
Yeah, they call it Project Velis or something like that. It's able to basically wipe satellite data so you can't see a force moving in.
Well, that was wiped from my memory. That was a bunch of nonsense. I don't remember that. I have a problem with your description though, because what's with all the glazing on it? It sucked. It was horrible. You were saying it's like the best original thing. It was bad.
I was just told that I'm just putting it out there.
What?
Coldly and plainly, what I got from it, you know.
That's what you got from it? I'm freaking out right now. I hated it. It was horrible. It was hard.
I was just gonna ask you what you thought of the campaign.
It was not good. I've never played a more jealous campaign in my life. There is so much ripping off that, here's the thing. Battlefield, for all its, they're calling out Call of Duty with this like ad with the what's his name? Zac
Yeah,
Efron?
we'll get to that ad later. Yeah,
we'll get to that. But they threw it. They did this whole ad where they blow him up and then it's a soldier. They do the same crap in the campaign. They're ripping off Call of Duty every way. The first mission has the rip-offs of the first mission of Modern Warfare 2019. You got the whole clean house mission where they literally say, I think it's called Night Raid, where you're going through New York and like raiding a house. They literally say clean house in it. They know what they're doing. Even the fact that the name of the squad is Dagger 1-3 sounds like Task Force 141, 1314. What is original in this campaign?
Well, I mean, in that way, squads actually are designated like that.
It's too close. It's just
not too close. That one I'm gonna. It's Dagger 1-3, Task Force 141.
It's close. It's too close.
What do you want it to be called?
I don't know. Dagger 69. I don't know. Do something else.
They're not gonna do Dagger 69.
Just come up with some. Do like Dagger 420. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that either.
The kids are always saying 6-7. Dagger 6-7. I don't care. Just don't do it one number
Dagger
away
1337, or what is that? The Elite one or whatever.
What's that?
What does that stand for? Elite or something like that? I don't remember.
Yeah, do that. I don't care. Anything other than 1, 3, and 1. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Why are we so caught up on the task force designation? What else did you think was ripped off?
Well, it was clearly the. Well, okay. Then the CIA storyline comes in. Like I've already.
Yeah, it was completely original.
It wasn't. It was it's a mixture of Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 2, the original, because Shepard wants to create. He does the whole no Russian thing, and then he creates Russia as the common enemy. So that's kind of what this lady was doing, but in a more Black Ops way. and then you gotta kind of like go into the past and figure out what she was doing. Like, it's very Black Ops. Like, the whole framing of it is, well, the whole overarching story is Modern Warfare 2's like grand goal, with a little bit of like whatever sleeper agent Black Ops crap in it.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, the next thing you're gonna say is like Hemlock is like the new Ghost of the Battlefield series.
Well, that brings me to my next point, that Hemlock is the new Ghost of the series.
What was your point you wanted to make on Gecko?
Gecko's, she looks like Valeria from Modern Warfare 2, the new one. This whole thing, I could point it out, like, if I should have taken notes while I was playing it, because I started noticing it almost instantly, of just little things here and there where they just keep ripping off, boom, 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 and you can see it coming down the list. I should have taken all these notes, but there's it's like a scrapbook of a Call of Duty campaign that sucks. Also, yeah, we're still talking story, right?
Yeah, we're still talking. I was letting you kind of rattle off your story thing here. I just wanted to say that there was that one mission where that Carter guy, he kind of steals Price's line. Remember, he's like, "Gecko, we are leaving."
Oh yeah, that was horrible. I hated that. My eyes rolled out of my head when he said that.
But,
like,
I lied though. I mean, they didn't take that from Call of Duty. I mean, that's pretty like, you know, "we are leaving." It's pretty common.
Yeah, but
saying.
It's like if you say, you know, I'll be back, you know, like if you say that, it's associated to Terminator. You can't just do that, you know.
I thought that was from Star Wars.
No, that's not Star Wars. For the love of God, it's not. That's the "I am your father" thing, right? The Leia, I'm your father. What is it?
Yeah, that's Star Wars. Yeah, it's Han, "I am your father."
Oh, okay, right. Well, either way, like, it's just like they know what they're doing. The fact that in the Night Raid mission, which is clearly a ripoff of Modern Warfare 2019's success, they literally say the words "clean house" in that mission. Like, who's writing this? The whole time when I was playing it, I thought the whole game was a joke, because it felt like a parody of a Call of Duty, and it wasn't even a good one at that. It just took it and didn't make a joke out of it. I don't know what I was supposed to get out of it ultimately.
Well, you were supposed to get like a original story. You're supposed to care about these awesome characters. I really like that Lopez guy.
Who was that? Oh, that's the guy that freaked
Four
out,
Eyes guy.
Right?
Yeah,
Four Eyes like freaked out on the mountain for some reason.
Were there any like set pieces that you liked in the campaign? Anything memorable that you wanted to bring up?
You know, I will say one thing I really enjoyed, and this is why I thought the game was a joke, because in that Night Raid mission with a clean house one, they gave you a sledgehammer, and then I just went through and I was breaking the house down like really stupid, and it was the dumbest thing I've ever, and I had fun with that because it just felt completely wacky. Otherwise, all the missions, they felt too long, they felt bloated, the gameplay was kind of subpar. Yeah. There's that, like, the second to last mission, it was really long, and it was like, I mean, that probably was my favorite one of it, because it kind of opened up and there was like 3 objectives, but then it turned back into like a linear mission after that. But that's what the rest of the campaign should have been, was like these open missions where you can use the destruction, kind of like how Call of Duty is done, but you know, they decided to go for the linear campaign and try to rip off Call of Duty exactly. So
everyone always complains about Call of Duty campaigns being too short, like 4 or 5 hours. This was probably like 7 or 8 hours. I don't know how long it took.
Probably
would you
6 or 7, right?
Yeah, probably something like that. Would you say it's better to have a longer campaign or better to have a shorter campaign? I mean, let's look back at like the OG Modern Warfare 2. The campaign's not. It's like 4 to 5 hours, but this game's way longer than it, and it doesn't. I mean, the gameplay is really not that fun. There's like really badly paced missions where it's like you do a mission and it's like 10 minutes long, and then the next one's like 45 minutes long, and you just keep destroying SAM sites. All you're doing is destroying SAM sites in almost every mission.
Yeah, that's true. There is a lot of SAM site destruction, which is a really great set piece. Running to a place, blowing it up, and then moving on. Either like the thing about the campaign, the Battlefield 6 is all dead air. You know, like it doesn't.
Feels like they just had to make a campaign. They just were like, oh, we have to make one. Just don't even make it at this point.
Exactly. Just toss something together so that you can make a campaign. Like it's not. It was just dead air. There was nothing new in it. There was nothing creative. It was just kind of like filling a slot on the game.
Like on the features that they had, yeah.
It's like, yeah, we have a campaign. We have to just do this so that you can justify paying $70 for this thing.
Yeah.
Multiplayer sucks.
Okay, well, that's a good segue to get into multiplayer. So it's a no from me on the campaign. What'd you say?
Yeah, it's a no from me on the campaign too. It's just skip it. It's not worth your time.
Guys, just
I got
skip
a word
it, right?
for Battlefield here. This is my thing for Battlefield. Okay, let me just do this real quick. So I'll contextualize it to the campaign. Like, if you're gonna make a Battlefield game, try to make why use a Battlefield game to rip off a Call of Duty campaign? Why not make a Battlefield campaign, if that makes sense? Like, why try to make these linear missions that, match a Call of Duty style? You're not gonna do it better than Call of Duty, so do your own thing better than them. That'll sell the game more rather than just making a subpar version of a Call of Duty. That's my message for whoever the hell made this game. Try your own thing. You almost had it with the second to last mission, but you went back and it reverted back to Call of Duty. It turned out to be a long mess, and I didn't enjoy it at all. So, gotta get on. I just wanted to get that off my chest.
Yeah. No, I know it's been weighing on you a lot, so it's good to get that out there.
It hurts. I sit at night trying to sleep, and I'm just like tossing and turning. I gotta get this out here.
Yeah, I know. And now is the next thing is you can vent on multiplayer. So Battlefield 6 released, and guess what? Battlefield is back, baby. It's been 4 years, and DICE has been cooking up this new masterpiece of an online experience. It's everything you would expect Battlefield to be. Nothing more or nothing less. That's my little segue of the multiplayer summary. So, I mean, where do you want to start with multiplayer? I guess we should start at the beginning and the core of it. If you play Battlefield before, it's the same thing, except they've made some changes that don't really make sense for Battlefield.
Let me start with, so anyone who out there who, if you enjoy it, that's fine. It's just, we're gonna go into some hard territory here if you enjoy it. So, I don't enjoy it. That's fine. And if you don't enjoy it, that's fine. Or if you enjoy it, that's fine too. Like, whatever. It's just my experience, And I had a bad experience, a real bad experience.
I think it's the core mechanics of the game really hinder it. Like, the way your player feels and the aiming on controller are really, really bad. They don't feel right. And I don't know if it's because, well, it's not necessarily because you're coming from Call of Duty. At least Call of Duty knows how to make the games feel consistent, aside from Treyarch's Black Ops 6. But when you're aiming a gun and shooting at someone, the bullets don't seem to be registering every time because they put in this mechanic called bloom. So your bullets aren't even going right at where the reticle's pointed. And I don't understand how that's even, allowed in an FPS game. Just think if Call of Duty would have done something like that, how pissed off everyone would be. But everyone's saying, oh, it's fine, they're gonna fix it. Everyone would be just tearing them a new one. I don't understand bloom. I don't know why you'd put that in the game.
Is it a bug or is it a feature?
It's a feature, yeah. Yeah, it's a feature.
So then why are they saying
bloom.
Fix it? Why are they saying fix it?
Because people are complaining about it. It's like people like you and I. But you can fix the bloom, but the gunplay at the core of it feels like sluggish. I know Battlefield's always felt a little bit differently than Call of Duty, but at least Battlefield 3 and 4 and Battlefield 1, they actually felt playable. This feels like crap. There's like your guys like moving at molasses pace. You ever?
Yeah, the character is like. So just to get on, let me wrap up Bloom, and I want to talk about the character. Just get on the Bloom thing. If they're fixing it and it's a feature, it's not going to get fixed to 100%. You're not going to get pinpoint aim unless they're just ditching that entirely. We'll have to see what happens. I saw the headline on it, but
I understand Bloom. If you're aiming and walking, that would make sense that the bullets wouldn't go where you're doing, and that would make sense because you're like bobbing. And your bullets wouldn't go where you think they would go. But if you're just standing there, they probably should go where they're being aimed at.
You might as well be hip firing, like, I don't know. It's just a bad mechanic, and it really makes, you pair that with a few other, like you said, the character. The controller, like, gameplay in this game is just horrible.
Oh my god. Controller.
I've been trying to play it on there, and I feel like I'm, like, your character feels like you're on ice skates, and you're skating around slowly, and then the weird thing with the controller is, like, when you're aiming, there's, like, aim assist, and some guns have different, like, I feel like they have different rotational, like speeds, so you'll be just totally aiming, and it's really inconsistent. I just feel like I can't aim at people in this game. It's really bad, and I hate it. It feels like crap.
Yeah, it's like if you aim farther down range on controller, it's like really hard to lock on and kill someone. And I don't know if that's because of the Bloom too. It's got to be part of that too, because your bullets aren't hitting them too.
Yeah,
so
it's like compounding effect of not being able to aim, not being able to lock on your target. Then when you're locked on, the bullets are flying all around the guys. It's really just baffling to me. It really sticks in my craw.
I like when people say to fix the Bloom, just change to like single shot or burst fire. But I tried to change my like gun firing selection or whatever on the M4A1, and I couldn't change from automatic to anything else. I was stuck on automatic. I wanted to be burst fire, but I couldn't do it. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to wait around for it to get fixed. Huh? I don't know if that's a bug.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'm pretty sure it's on the D-pad to change to, well, like, frickin' burst fire or something like that, but
I didn't even see it. It probably is there. It
was grayed out.
If I want to use a like a single shot weapon, I'll use a damn rifle then, like
I was going to say
yeah, go for it.
I was going to say, is Bloom on sniper rifles too? Do you know how annoying that would be? You're like aiming at a guy and then it fires off randomly, or does velocity have something to do with it? I don't know why you'd put Bloom in the game. I just don't understand it.
I don't know. It's one of the most mind-boggling. I feel like they tried to do it from like a design. They didn't want people to be. Maybe they wanted that to be like a thing that you reduce through Gunsmith, or whatever the hell they call it. But it's just another like annoying feature because I think they wanted to make like LMGs more suppressive or something, suppressing. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only way I can see it is they're trying to be like a milsim just to add so that people aren't always laser beaming each other from a distance, but at the same time, it just makes for a less fun experience. Like, I don't know.
But at the same time, people are still laser beaming you from a distance? Because I want to get into the maps right now, because...
Yeah, let's get into it.
You and I played Breakthrough pretty much the whole time, which is like a discount Rush, because Rush sucks so bad in this game. So in Breakthrough, you got attackers and defenders, and you have to capture point A and B. So instead of destroying bomb sites, you capture flags, and the defenders can take them back too, which kind of sucks, but it does give it a little bit of variety. So the maps we played were Liberation Peak, Siege of Cairo, New Sobek City, Myrick Valley, and Operations Firestorm, which is I guess it came from Battlefield 3, I think.
Yeah, Battlefield 3. I never.
Or no, I think it's Battlefield 4, but
no,
I don't remember.
Is it
Firestorm.
I
don't know. I saw some graphics. Yeah, I saw some graphics comparison between Operation Firestorm and Battlefield 4. What we have now, and guys, this is another point, but the graphics don't look better than they did before. The stylization of Battlefield 3 and 4 really helped the game. This is like, we'll get into it a little more later, but I don't like the graphics in this game. It kind of hurts my eyes looking at it for too long. But let's get back to the maps.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It is from Operation Firestorm is from Battlefield 3. I confirm that, and then they remastered it for Battlefield 4.
Okay. Yeah, because I was looking at some tweet and it had Battlefield 4 with Operation Firestorm comparing the graphics. So I was like, I don't remember which one. Okay, so Liberation Peak, I think is that one from the beta where you kind of like move up like the side of that mountain range or whatever.
Yeah, that one.
So I guess it's fine. I didn't hate that one. The problem is there's freaking snipers everywhere on all these maps, to be honest. Well, maybe not Siege of Cairo. I don't remember what New Sobek City is. Do you?
I don't. I actually don't remember what that one is. I know what the I know what the words look like. Oh, that's the one at the construction site. The one we always lose.
Oh, yeah.
I know that map blows. That map can,
okay, so there's snipers everywhere. Every single map except Siege of Cairo, there's just gonna be snipers everywhere. And that, I mean, if you're defending is okay, but if all your allies are snipers when you're attacking, I don't know, you're not gonna win the match. That kind of segues into, yeah.
I want to pair something. So like the map design in this game. So the maps that are open for snipers, like, okay, you can make a sniper map, you know, but at the same time, it makes it so boring for the people getting picked off. There's like no cover. I find myself always like literally just crawling through the map, and I don't know what to do. Like, you poke your head out, you're getting shot almost instantly.
Let me counter that with Murak Valley. Do you think there's enough cover on that one? Remember that? That's that slaughter one with just crap everywhere. It's so hard to see anything.
Yeah, that map is like visually busy, but for like that one, I feel like there's worse. That's probably one of the better maps in the game. I feel like just because it's got more of a concept.
People are not going to be happy to hear you say that.
Oh, do they not like that one?
No, everyone hates that map. I hate that map too. Yeah, that map sucks.
Oh, I hate it. Like Cairo the most. That one sucked. What are the other maps again?
So you got Liberation Peak, Siege of Cairo, New Sobek City, Murak Valley, and Operation Firestorm. So what's your favorite one on it?
I hated Firestorm too.
Yeah, Firestorm didn't play like it used to.
I didn't even like it back in the old. Empire State's bad too. Iberian Defense is bad.
Oh, you got different names. I guess I was taking the.
What I looked up a thing so I can see what these maps are again. Oh, I see. No, New Sobek, Operation Firestorm. I never played Saints Quarter. That never showed up. Like ever.
Yeah, it did. I guess I didn't leave that on. That's that New York one, I believe. That one sucks.
That's Manhattan Bridge.
What?
That's Manhattan Bridge. There's a different one.
The Saints Quarters?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I
don't know. Maybe it's not on Breakthrough. Maybe it's not on Breakthrough. It might not be in
Breakthrough. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's a hot take, but I enjoyed Murak Valley the most out of all of them. I don't know. Wow. Call me an idiot. I don't care. I hated Cairo more. I don't like any of the maps.
Really? So, okay, Murak Valley's your favorite map?
Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly didn't enjoy any of the other ones. It's the only one I actually liked.
I mean, I was going to say that the one that I enjoyed most was probably Siege of Cairo because I like that close combat stuff. So we're on different sides here, but that's okay.
Point, I didn't enjoy Cairo. I think I just enjoyed without. Wait, there's vehicles on Murak Valley, right? I think it's a tank.
I don't know.
I think
so. There is on Cairo.
Yeah, I don't. None of these maps were particularly good though.
None of them are really memorable. You don't ever want to just like play one of them. You know, like when they come up and you're like, oh god, Liberation Peak, I'm just gonna get sniped the whole time.
Yeah.
And Seizure Cairo, they're just gonna sit around and wait for their LTV to come up and just take that second point you were talking about, and there's nothing you can do about it as a defender.
I think that's the thing I liked about Murak Valley is like that's the only one I remember. Like the last point on that map, it's like fighting up a hill. You remember? It's like at least that's like a set piece.
No one ever gets to Murak Valley's final thing. Usually people lose in the first 2 points. You know what I mean? First point, A and B. We lost terribly on that one, and then we got called out for it. But it's like,
did we really?
We lost. That was like our last game we played, and then I uninstalled. It was terrible.
That's right.
So
I mean I'm just picking turds at this point. You know, like you could pick any of these out of a barrel, and they're all gonna be bad. I don't know. I didn't enjoy really any of them. None of them stood out to me as really interesting. The one I had the most fun on was probably Liberation Peak, but I didn't enjoy really any of these to any extent. And there's only like a handful of them. There's not many maps from they added like 3 maps from the that weren't in the beta, and that's like it.
Yeah, that's right. There's not. I don't know what the total map count is, but let's move on to the classes and stuff like that, and things that I think need to be fixed because they're ruining the game. So first off, I hate that the medics can just instant revive and there's no cooldown on the defibs. Like, what is with that? There's like 5 guys that are downed, and one just runs in, just pops the smoke, runs in, and just everyone's back up instantly. There should be like a frickin' cooldown on that.
Yeah, that was really ticking me off. I was like, I'd be shooting guys, and then all of a sudden a guy would run in with those things, and like his whole squad would be back up, and it's 1v4 then. Like, I don't know what to do in this situation. Like,
and the guns are fighting against you. Yeah, they are, and you can't even aim at them half the time because the game's working against you. So it's very frustrating. That's what happened on that last Murak Valley you and I played. I think you have footage of it.
I think so too. We'll put it up if it's there. It's really good. It's really good gameplay, I think.
Yeah, it's really top-notch gameplay. So another class thing is, it's always been annoying me since the beta, is the engineer just being able to constantly repair tanks. I don't know how you fix this. We talked about like a global timer or whatnot on players being able to heal tanks and stuff like that. I don't even know. It seems like nobody gives a shit anyway. So just make the tanks invincible. I don't really care. At this point, they pretty much are.
Yeah, that's my problem with like the engineer class in general. From a repairing and destruction standpoint, don't really make sense, because I found myself multiple times in game like trying to shoot a tank with a rocket launcher, and then it does 25 damage to it, and then it's healed up instantly. No one else has rocket launchers on the team because no one else is running it, and so it's just a lost cause. It's like a really big nightmare. I hated it, so I just swapped over to being a medic and just started reviving all my teammates as soon as they got down in front of the enemies.
Yeah, that's fair. I did the same thing. And that brings up another point. Like, everyone talks about like Battlefield players being like smarter than Call of Duty players and more team oriented, but from what I experienced when playing this game, Battlefield 6 players are just as greedy as Call of Duty gamers, and what I mean is they just are going for kills, just like Call of Duty. So you guys are pretty much the same. Like, no one's playing team-oriented. If you go back to Battlefield 3 and 4, yeah, there was some teamwork that was going on, and it wasn't always going for kills and whatnot. But now the mentality is just to keep racking up kills. I see, like, some YouTubers, like, gameplays, and I'm not going to say any of them, but one of them was just sitting in an LTV, and he's camping around a corner, basically, just firing in at they're supposed to be attacking, but he's just firing in and killing defenders, and nobody else is moving in. Everyone's just sitting around. and most of the time you have to use a vehicle to advance. So, I mean, as long as you're getting your kills, you know.
I want to let me hop on this too, because I've seen it online all the time. Call of Duty versus Battlefield. It's like, who cares? They're video games. Like, here's the deal. It's Coke or it's Pepsi. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I drink Pepsi. I have a higher IQ because I drink Pepsi. You know, who cares? You're playing a video game. Like, okay, so what? You play Battlefield. Yeah, okay, you don't like Call of Duty. So what? Live with it. It doesn't matter. You know? You don't have to, like Battlefield, you gotta you're that, like, insecure about your game, you gotta always posture over everyone? Like, come on, like, relax, we're playing a video game. Like, come on, you're annoying.
Weren't you getting called out for, like, bringing up Call of Duty in the chat?
Yeah, I said I'm looking forward to Black Ops 7, then everyone's like, get out of here! Get out! And I'm like, come on, I'm just saying, I can't be positive about something. Like, you guys are crazy. You know, even if you do something, like, here's the thing, the stigma with it too. Like, you'll just say something in chat, and then it'll be like, go back to Call of Duty, and it's like, it's used as like a slur or something. I don't.
Yeah, no, I agree. It is.
I don't know.
They're like, oh, the guns don't work in Battlefield 6. Well, get good. Just go back to Call of Duty where the guns actually work. Like, I don't know what you want me to do.
Where your bullets go where your scope is aiming, you know? Like,
at least Call of Duty's bullets go where you're aiming most of the time. Black Ops 6 had latency problems, but when I played it yesterday, it was fine.
Yeah, it was like, I had to get that out there, though, because you're not better than anyone else if you play Battlefield. You're playing a video game, first off. Like, who cares? You enjoy Battlefield more than COD. Whatever. It's just clickbait, you know? Enough. It doesn't matter.
Agreed. I want to circle back on graphics, because I've also seen a lot of people praising the graphics for this game, and I don't know what you guys are talking about, to be honest, because playing the game, I have a really hard time distinguishing where players are. And I don't know if I mean, it's Battlefield, so people's skins, of course, are going to be, like, colored sandy on a sand map and stuff like that. But, like, I don't know. It's not working for me. I didn't have the same problem in Battlefield 3, 4, or even 1, for that matter. It's just like there's like a grain or something over the whole screen. I just have a hard time seeing. I don't know if you have that problem. I'm kind of getting older, so
the game looks like it. Yeah, the graphics aren't like, they're not any. I mean, they're fine, I guess. It's just from a graphical perspective, like, the game is. I mean, the textures are fine. It's just when everything comes together, it just looks muddy and the presentation's off. Like, I was more wowed playing like Battlefield 1 back in the day, because you think about the style of that game, you know, going through these, like, you know, there's like a map where it's like all muddy and it's trenches and your gun's all muddy, and it's like, yeah, this feels next gen, you know. This feels like a step back in terms of, you know, style, you know, maybe not in terms of literal graphic fidelity, but in terms of style and just putting things together in a, you know, in a memorable way that actually stands out. It just doesn't, it looks gross at the end of the day. Like, I couldn't be more bored looking at Murak Valley, like, looking up at the mountains, and then there's, like, white in there and gray, and you can't tell where the sniper glint is, and it's really kind of a nightmare to look at. It's visually exhausting, I'll say.
Yeah, I agree. I was tired after playing it, because, I mean, you have to analyze so much crap coming at you, and that's never fun. It really tuckers you out after a few matches, so I don't know. That's the notes I had on multiplayer, was basically those points that we came through. If there's anything else you wanted to talk about, otherwise I got the next section here for you.
Yeah, I've got two notes here.
All right.
I want to talk about the farce of destruction. You know, they said all-out destruction in their campaign, or in their trailers or whatever, and it's the same destruction as Battlefield 3, 4. It's probably, like, the destruction isn't anything more than it ever was before. So don't fall for it if you like, you know, using a... They throw a sledgehammer in so you can destroy stuff, and that's about it. There's nothing more, nothing less. There's still buildings you can't destroy. You can't make trenches like you could in Battlefield 3, you know, throwing grenades in a pit and taking cover in there. There's none of that stuff. So it's not anything to really write home about. It's just the same. So if you're coming into it thinking that this is the new feature, it's not. It's a joke. Right? Does that line up with what you're thinking?
Yeah, I didn't really see anything that was really groundbreaking, if you will, or world. Yeah, you like that, or world changing for destruction. I mean,
you don't get like a skyscraper falling down from the you remember that Siege of Shanghai?
Yeah.
You don't have anything like
Battlefield
that.
4, I think, did it better. Where there was like maps in the end, and then Battlefield 3 and 4 where everything was leveled. It's not going to be like that in this game.
Yeah, and in Battlefield 1, they had a really good... they had a really good... Probably the best with that.
Yeah, maybe that's the one I was thinking of, where it would just be like, in the end, there's like nothing left except ruins. And that's cool. That's what Battlefield should be, but they didn't do it that way.
Yeah, it's just... Yeah, it's very limited. It's kind of the same. I'd probably put it on par with, like... I mean, I'm not bashing Battlefield 3, but I'd put it on par with the Battlefield 3 destruction. Like, it's not anything crazier than that, you know? Like, so that's just, I wanted to just note that. Then I got one more note here on, I got a note on performance, too. So I was running a 2020 laptop, and I couldn't run the game. Like, I was running it. It's a good laptop. I've used it for COD, like recent ones. I used it for a lot of stuff. The game was running like crap. The latency variation was horrible.
Everyone says the game performs really, really well, so I don't know what you mean by that.
This is just my experience.
Yeah, I remember playing. Yeah, I remember playing with you, and you had to switch your laptop like halfway through.
Yeah, I got a different laptop I use for other things, and I just switch over. It's a newer one, so I swapped over to it, and that was running better. But it's a 2020 laptop. Like, come on, it's not bad. It's got, you know, good RAM and whatever. I don't know what the specs are. It's good stuff. I don't care. It's a something or another. It's NVIDIA, you know? And it works really well for everything else except for this game. And the latency was horrible. The frame rate was trash. So whenever anyone says... You can run this game on anything. It's just not true, you know? Like, stop lying to me!
Yeah, no, I know. It was really fun waiting around for you to download the 75 gig game again.
Yeah, the weird thing is it ran fine in the beta, but then when I actually got the real game downloaded, it just performed horribly. And then you pair all that, like we said before, you pair the latency with the bad movement, the bad aiming, the bloom. It's a horrible experience. And then people shooting you behind walls and stuff too. You just don't know what's going on.
Yeah, there is some latency problem too. I've been killed behind walls when I'm in cover too, but nobody's talking about this stuff. They're just saying, oh, I've had the most fun ever in this game. And I mean, I guess we're here to tell you guys that no, it's not the most fun that you can ever have playing a video game. I mean, if you asked us what the most fun thing of the last 5 years, you guys are gonna freak out. But I think the two of us would say DMZ from Modern Warfare 2 was the most fun we've had in an online experience in a while.
Yeah, that mode was awesome. Here's the thing, it was like nothing I've ever played before.
Yeah.
You know, it was completely different. I was experiencing something for the first time. Everyone else was too in that mode, and we were all running around doing stupid stuff. I had a lot of fun with that mode, and then pair that with the proximity chat where I could, you know,
talk with people, yeah. We gotta talk about chat. We gotta talk about chat in Battlefield 6. You just reminded me of that. What the hell? Why can't we talk to everyone on our team, through voice chat? Nobody knows what the hell is going on, and I need to yell at some people to get their asses moving towards the objective. Why does it have to be typed in every single time? it's really bad. I don't know why you're not allowed to talk to your whole team.
It's weird that it's weird that you can chat to the whole team, but you can't talk to them. It doesn't matter. Like, just have, I guess, 32 people. If all 32 on mics was talking, that'd be kind of a mess. But
yeah, but in reality, nobody's doing that. Everyone's in Discord chats and whatnot.
Yeah, that's true.
Talking to their squad and whatever. I mean, hell, they're probably not even doing that anyway.
Yeah, they're probably not. They're probably just solo trying to get all these kills for their stream. It's a bunch of crap.
Yeah, it is a bunch of crap. I don't know. You need to have communications to usually be effective in this game. It's like Apex Legends. If you're not talking to your team, you're not gonna win. You need to have some communications. Information is like everything in these big games, you know?
Yeah,
I need to know where the snipers are. I need to know when. Yeah, I need to know when to push. When is the LTV moving in?
Yeah, you need to have like
support it.
In your team-based game. I need to be able to talk to my team, you know. But everyone's just a streamer, so they'll just keep going to get their kills, so lone wolfing it. It's not even like a team game, you know.
I know everyone talks about Battlefield 6 and Battlefield being so team oriented. It's not different than COD. Like not everyone's playing the objective. They're just kind of there to farm kills and whatever. To get camos. You like the new camo system in Battlefield 6? I was waiting for it to come through. I'm okay with it. I'm impartial to it. It's just the guns take forever to level up. Not that I'm gonna be grinding the game because I already uninstalled it. So.
Yeah, me too. I mean, that's fine. Add progression, and that's the only thing that the old Battlefields needed was a little bit something extra to go for, just so that it's, you know, the gameplay itself was fun. That's why I kept playing them, but something a little extra would have even, you know, that's why I kind of left Battlefield 1, was just there wasn't a lot to do, and then there was like supply drops, and I was like, and this just isn't gonna work. But sure, add some progression. That's fine.
Well, now you talk about progression and stuff, and like unlockables. They have like all those skins and whatever you can unlock. But you know that Battlefield 6 commercial with Zac Efron, where he gets hit by that rocket or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I hate that one too because Zac Efron doesn't deserve to be done dirty like that. If that skin was in the game, I'm not gonna lie, I would get that skin. That's a cool crossover. It's like Call of Duty. Go get Zac Efron. He's not even like an action star or anything like that. I don't know why he would be in it, but that'd be awesome. It's like when Call of Duty did Rick Grimes, but they did it like too late. It's like that's a cool crossover, but you guys waited forever to do it, so I don't know. I wanted to say that the Battlefield 6 trailer with Zac Efron made me want a Zac Efron skin in Battlefield or Call of Duty, because that would be cool. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, he is cool. He's hot too.
Okay, on to the next subject I wanted to talk to you about. Now that we're done glazing on Zac Efron, is Steam numbers. So the Steam numbers right now. So I want to tell you these stats right now. So the game peaked at 656,000 players on Steam. Okay.
All right.
That was on October 12th at 1,400 hours. So that was like 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, which is where we are. So we were in those numbers. That's exciting, huh?
That's so cool. I was a part of something.
Yeah, for once. The earliest Steam numbers I could find were October 11th at 1,600 hours, or 4 o'clock p.m. And that was at 601,000 players. So I'm going to call this the release numbers because I can't find anything on October 10th for whatever reason on Steam charts. And as of this recording, it's been a week. It's the next Friday, October 17th. And the Steam numbers right now are at 352,000.
So it's like
that
half,
means 41.
Right?
Well, 41% of the player base is already left in 1 week. Is that ideal? Is that like is that normal for a game to lose 41% of its player base within 1 week?
As a self-certified mathematician, I think it's natural.
Yeah, I looked at Battlefield 2042 after this because I was wondering if this is like normal. And that peaked at 107,000 players. And then in November 2021, it was at the same 100,000 players. And then in December, it was at 47,000 players. So they lost 53% of players from November to December for 2042 when comparing peaks. But if you compare the average player numbers, they lost 60% of the player base between 2 months.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like a Battlefield thing. I don't know.
I've always seen it with other games too. I feel like Call of Duty always drops off a cliff after a month or two, right? Like every time, I mean, it happens to every game. You're not gonna get any better than your launch day because, I mean, look at X Defiant too. I'm sure that lot. We don't have the official numbers, but I got a hunch that. You know, that had a bigger launch than Battlefield 6, I think. They had like millions
it
of
had
players.
millions. It had millions of unique users. Remember?
Yeah,
They
and
put up
granted,
that-
it was
that-
free, but they dropped off a cliff too. I mean, it's gonna be natural. You're gonna see a drop after oh my, don't believe anyone. They say, oh my God, Battlefield's dead. Call of Duty won. It's just what happens. Like people buy it, they buy into the hype. People sold them on it, and then it's gonna drop off. Some people aren't gonna play. I dropped. I'm out of it, so I'm out of the number.
I'm out of the number too. Okay, well, since you're an expert at this, how many players are gonna be left when all is said and done? Like when this bottoms out?
How much was left in 2042?
Not a lot. That wouldn't.
It's not a great example. I'm just wondering, like how
this one's like. Guess what? This one's like 6 times more popular than 2042 when looking at the numbers. So
yeah, I just want to look at it real
So-
quick. Let me just pull that up. So it looks like at Battlefield 2042, recently they had like 20,000 people. That's because of Battlefield hype. They had 5,000 people per month
Yeah,
before Battlefield.
that's
6.
what I'm saying. And if it's 6 times, what do you think it's gonna like hit 30,000? I don't think it's gonna go that low.
I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna stick around. Battlefield's not gonna die in the same way that Call of Duty's not gonna die either. I think there's gonna be a dedicated fan base with this one. It'll probably max out at 100,000. That would be my conservative guess right now.
And how long do you think this game's gonna live on for? I know you were all over X Defiant and kind of rightfully called that it would be gone within a year. So how long do you think Battlefield 6 is gonna be around?
Well, it depends on when Battlefield 7 comes out. Then
I guess if you want to get literal like that. So,
well, no,
like, how long do you think it's gonna take to get to 100,000 players?
Well, here's the thing. Black Ops 7 comes out next month, right?
Yeah,
So-
and that was one of my questions for you: is how many people are gonna leave for Black Ops 7?
I think a lot of the Battlefield 6 hype is just based off of indifference to Black Ops 6 and hatred to it. So I think a lot of people were craving an FPS, and Battlefield was just in the right time. So I think a lot of the Call of Duty people probably hopped on the Battlefield train, but will probably hop off when Black Ops 7 comes out. So I don't know what the ding will be. I mean, there's going to be a ding in the numbers, but maybe I could see a 50,000 drop or so, I could see that happening. Don't quote me on this either. I'm just putting this out there to the world.
Well, you're an expert. I'm gonna
That'd be my guess.
go
I mean,
with
we're going to see a drop,
Well,
I think.
Do you think
some
all those
extent.
YouTubers that were hating on Black Ops 7 are gonna stick with Battlefield 6 instead?
No, it's not where the money is. Hating on Black Ops 7 is going to be more profitable than loving Battlefield 6. It's just how it is.
So you're
you know?
telling me that like all those big Call of Duty YouTubers like Fooly, Rick, and Blame Truth are gonna play Black Ops 7?
Oh yeah, they're gonna. What do you think they're gonna do? Of course they're gonna play Black Ops 7. They're always
But I thought
playing.
they said they were done with it because
never
Battlefield
done.
6 is so. Oh.
I've seen those videos. I'm done. I've seen them 1,000 times, and then they say, oh, let me just, oh, Black Ops 7's coming out. Let me review it for you because I'm an honest person. And then all of a sudden, they're playing Black Ops 7, you know, they're Crimson ranked in the ranked mode. Oh my god, I hate the game. It's the worst thing ever. And they're still playing it. Why are you playing it if you hate it so bad? That's my question. And the truth is, they don't hate it. They're just on it. They're just like a shill, but like a very cynical, you know, untruthful shill. Like a shill, you know, is a shill, but these guys are acting like they're, you know, like they're martyrs for the cause. They're, in my opinion, they're not. They'll say they can take their victory lap about They can take their victory lap about SBMM. It really wasn't them. It was Battlefield 6 that scared them into it. They've been howling that complaint for 6 years, but now they listen? I don't think so. I think they'd get rid of it as soon as they say, you know, as soon as you complain, if they really are listening. This game scared them.
Yeah. That's one of the talking things now too, is that Battlefield 6 is pushing Call of Duty to like realize its potential, and I don't know if I buy that talking point. Battlefield is not on the same level as Call of Duty. I mean, you could say, oh yeah, they launched and made like a million sales or whatever, but Call of Duty dwarfs that every year.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, there's always going to be, like, this is a pretty clear, like, this, I mean, I'm not going to say it's a direct, like, well, let me just think about this. So, I think that Battlefield 6, I think it did spook them a little bit in the way that, like, okay, let's start listening to the community, you know what I mean? Like, I think that there was, I mean, you look at the launch of Battlefield 6 and you compare that to the Warzone 2 numbers, and Battlefield 6 was bigger than the Warzone 2 launch. Obviously, it's going to fall.
Yeah, but also, like, you're probably looking at Steam numbers.
Right,
Call of
and
Duty
that's not a
was
great
also on that
picture.
other BattleNet thing, and I hate when people say, oh, yeah. Well, what is the percentage of Steam? Like, what is the Steam numbers percentage? I had that video. I don't know. It's not big. So,
yeah, it's not big. It's just, yeah, that's true. So a lot of it is BattleNet. A lot of people were on BattleNet, so they stick on BattleNet because all their COD points and stuff are there. So
and then you have I guess we were looking back at, what'd you say, Warzone 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
What was
And
that at? Like
Game
400,000? Yeah, Game Pass now. So I guess we probably shouldn't be talking about Call of Duty so much in a Battlefield 6 review. So yeah. Let's wrap this up. So, what is your overall recommendation on Battlefield 6?
I want to rattle off a few phrases about Battlefield here, okay? Good feeling, polished, performant, player agency, balanced, stable connection, fun, fresh and original. These are all phrases that are the opposite of what Battlefield 6 is. So the thing is the gameplay feels bad. It's not a fresh experience, in my opinion. There's nothing new to be had with Battlefield 6. It is just more Battlefield, but worse, in my opinion. So, as a Battlefield game, I would not recommend this game. If you're really, really interested in it, totally wait for a sale. You know, otherwise I wouldn't play it, you know. I'm done with it, so I can't really say if, you know, I'm done with it, you know, I wouldn't say I'd recommend it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm right there with you. I would not recommend Battlefield 6. I mean, it doesn't even do... It's supposed to be Battlefield, and everyone keeps saying it's like the codification of Battlefield. And it is slightly. I mean, I don't know. It's strange to look at and to play. It doesn't play like Battlefield 3 or 4 or 1 for that matter. It's like everything's been dumbed down and kind of like sterilized. I don't know why everyone's like jumped on. I don't know if EA's like marketing was really good or if they're like paying streamers to play the game or whatnot, but it's really not worth your time. There's better games you can play out there. Hell, like go play like Apex Legends or something like that, or go play that new beta that's coming out this weekend, that Ark Raiders or whatever. Like, check that stuff out. Battlefield 6 isn't really... I think a lot of its hype is generated from just indifference to Black Ops 7. Not even Black Ops 6. Everyone's hating on Black Ops 7's trailer or whatever like that. But guys, like, I played the Black Ops 7 beta, and we didn't talk about it. We might talk about it with the old man. I liked Black Ops 7's beta. And that's freaking strange because I don't like Black Ops 6 at all. So I don't know. I guess I'm more excited for Black Ops 7 than Battlefield 6. And will I play Battlefield 6 anymore? No, I uninstalled it just that day with the old man and moved on from there.
Yeah, I uninstalled it too. I think it was after the campaign. They gave me that nice install button after I was done with it. I said, wipe the whole thing out. I can put a better game in its spot.
Yeah, exactly. That's about it. So I think everything's overhyped. It's not as good as previous Battlefields. So that's our take on it.
Yeah, that's our take, you know. So thanks for flying me over. Or how did you get me over here?
I thought you drove. I don't know how you got over here. Didn't you drive down through... You went from Detroit. Didn't you pass through Chicago?
Yeah, it was a nightmare. It's the only part of the trip I remember. I had a...
Well, isn't that place, like, locked down now? With, like, agents everywhere and whatever?
Driving through, a guy was, like, frisking me middle way through. I was at a gas station. And he started, like, grabbing onto me and looking at my identification. It was weird. So I drove out. I was driving out, peeling out of Chicago as fast as I could. Then I hit the traffic, which really put me in a bind. And there was like cop cars going everywhere, military. There's like a Humvee driving all over the place. Like, it was wild.
There was like a helicopter with a spotlight on your Cybertruck.
Yeah, it shined right in the window on me. I was looking up. My glasses were like all lit up, and I looked like it was like in heaven for just a second. And then they realized that I wasn't, you know, I had a Cybertruck and I wasn't a threat or whatever, you know. Part of it, you know, I bought a Musk car, you know, and then they let me go.
Part of the cause. Yeah. No, that's fair. Well, I got you in the studio, so maybe we can talk about Black Ops 7 beta and whatnot. So
yeah, maybe we could.
Soon.
That would be fun.
Yeah. You'd like that?
Yeah, I think that would be fun, you know. It'd drop my blood pressure a little bit.
Yeah, okay, good. Well, we'll do that. We're done with Battlefield 6, and that was our take on Battlefield 6, guys, so...
Yeah, that's my take. Enjoy. And we'll see you all on the next one for Battlefield 18, or what is it? Black Ops 7. Or something.
Yeah, that's right. That was... thanks for taking my sign off. I was supposed to sign us off, but I guess you did it. So.
Sign us off!
Okay, bye!
Bye!